Alright guys, welcome back. It's been quite a while. I thought I'd post something up at least to let you guys look at. And do a little reorganizing. Got some other things going on. Well, I'll get to that. Nothing major, but again, by way of I'm Still Alive video, this is what this is. If you look at the shelves here, they may or may not look a little less crowded. At least to my eyes, they look less crowded. Perfectly, everything fits perfectly. Why is that? Well, truth be told, I've let a few of these things go, probably about a dozen now, and again we'll get to that, but looks kind of nice. Everything looks organized. Like I said, everything looks like it fits perfectly instead of just like stuff overflowing out of there. And I had see all that down there? That's Warlord Games empty boxes of everything from the Civil War to Napoleonics, 28mm epic scale. It's just gobs and gobs and gobs and gobs of stuff. That was all jammed in the shelves as well. The ASL shelf always looking beautiful as ever. Mostly ASL. I guess that top shelf there is not, except for the counters on the right. But otherwise, yeah, ASL stuff. It's all looking good and proper and as it should. With the ASL poster there. By way of table, nothing too surprising. I did strip it down. I used to have it from, where's my hand? Here's my hand. From here all the way to about, I think I had it extending to about here terrain-wise. And it was from width-wise the entire thing. Stripped it down, got rid of a bunch of stuff, and came close to getting rid of all of it and just whipping out a board game, but haven't quite made it there yet. This 28mm stuff ended up back on the table, so it's subject to get torn down as well. I'm kind of in between stuff right now. I'm not sure what I'm feeling, but we'll see how it goes. And then the other stuff, there's the bench, table, shelf for all the 28mm stuff. And then this is just junk here, as you can see. Well, not junk, but stuff I really don't know what to do with. But major development is these shelves. I don't know if I've shown these yet. But as far as like storage for these epic scale guys, you know, you can do the plastic Tupperware bins, and that's fine. But what's the point of having them if they're just stuck in bins? You can never even see them. So I thought I'd do the shelf thing. This is all the epic Waterloo stuff, and speaking of which, I didn't put down a pre-order for the Prussians. Again, we'll get to that. It's not to say I won't acquire some of them at some point in the future, but for the Prussians, I did not pull the trigger yet. Well, that's all your British and French, etc. Most of it anyway. Ye old St. Louis Blues, sore subject. Dabs are going to sweep us. Yeah, I said it. All my samurai stuff. I was fiddling with them for a good couple weeks and then shelved them. Like I said, I'm just kind of bouncing around these days with stuff. I haven't really found anything to pick up traction with. What a nice healthy supply of samurai. And these are the Zvezda. This guy here, see the samurai battles? Two sets of that and the, back behind there, Ninja Attack box set. So about 90% of that stuff is what you're seeing here, all based and pretty ready to go. And that's the same for the most part as the GMT Samurai Battles game that was just released, just under GMT as opposed to the Zvezda label. Civil War stuff, South and North, sprues stuff. I still got some Zouaves I haven't even messed with. 2 more boxes of cavalry. Probably overdid it, being as I still have 3 boxes I haven't gotten into. These are just sprues of infantry, just straight stock infantry. 2 box sets of the epic Civil War starter set, and tons of that stuff. And what else? Anything else underneath? Some more stuff I don't know what to do with. Here's most of the terrain I broke down. A lot of stuff I hadn't realized until I stacked it all, how much I had accumulated. And that stuff's not cheap, so just superimpose a $sign over that. There's a 28mm Laysan farmhouse set with just a few more 28 mil French and infantry and British infantry with some French hussars. And then even more stuff back here. There's 3 boxes of British rockets, 28 mil, and a couple boxes of more cavalry, 28 mil. No shortage of stuff. I got the Hougoumont scenery pack there I haven't even broken into. But more importantly, I have my desk back. Again, this was covered with terrain, and it was cool for a while, but it just wasn't practicable. So broke it down, and now I have my... That means I can sit at the computer again. I had this thing turned all wonky, and I had to contort myself to even use the computer, which I found myself using less and less as a result. There's some Total War II Shogun cards that I printed out. That's the units from the PC game, and I found a way to print out the cards with the intention of creating a samurai card game, and there it sits. So again, that's kind of where I'm at, y'all. Just kind of stuff bouncing around, nothing really sticking. See if I can flip you around. Flipper. Quicker flipper. What can I talk about? It is hockey season, so I've been doing a little of that. Where's the camera here? Over here somewhere? I don't know. Whatever. Hockey playoffs, so I've been watching that, and we did great the first round. Well, good enough. As to say, the Blues, and then now it's the second round. We're playing the Avs, and I think it's going to be a short series. Whatever. It's hockey. Life goes on. What else? Oh yeah, so let's go back to what's going on here. So as I said, I sold a few of these. I'd say about a dozen on eBay, and let me warn you, and I should have already been aware of this. I guess I had forgotten. And I understand there's Wargame Marketplace on Facebook and all this stuff. I get that. But eBay takes a hefty fee out of what you earn, so I think it's like 12.9%. So do the math. And while I feel like I've made a nice sum after you consider fees, it's just shipping and goodness sakes, it really takes a bite. But anyway, about 12 games did I let loose. Wouldn't have done so if the prices that I got for them weren't fair, and I feel like they were for both parties. I didn't price gouge. I wouldn't have sold them if I had. And these are things that are, so I had some criteria for selling these. These are things that were newer-ish, that were unpunched. Obviously, I haven't played them, and 90% of them I have had for quite a while, so if I hadn't played them yet, my reasoning is I probably wouldn't. So, you know, if I'm able to get a couple bucks for them, then why not? Now, why the selling? Are you done with board games? No, not at all. I don't know if I've mentioned this or not, but new interest, and I won't go into, because I'm not even sure why my interest has turned this down this road, but I've been looking at scooters, specifically Vespa scooters, and even more specifically the Sei Giorni 2022 300. Beautiful machine. So it looks like at some point I will be acquiring said machine. Now, said machine is not cheap, but it is the best top-of-the-line model Vespa has. And my stepdad, bless his heart, says, there's other scooters out there, you should look at them, and there's cheaper ones, and I understand, there is. But the best way I can put it, and I'm sure he's sick of hearing this, is somebody that wants a Corvette is not going to bother looking at a Subaru. It's a Corvette, nothing compares. For the Vespa, and specifically the Sei Giorni, there's nothing like it. There's that, and there's nothing else like that. So, not to sound like a whiny person, but that's what I want. So, again, being as I had a number of these things sitting around, and I knew I could get a couple bucks for, I thought I'd put them up and see if that turned out to be the case, and it did. So, I'm not going to give a dollar amount, but it's been worth my while to do it. So, That brings us to, if you guys are interested, let me see if I can pull this up. I do still have about a dozen games on eBay for sale. It would go to a good cause. That being my scooter. You guys can watch me ruin my life on a scooter and get run over by a car. I mean, it's a win-win situation. So let's go to, am I not logged in? I need to log in. Bear with me here. I'm going to pull up what I have available to save you guys the legwork. That's just the kind of guy I am. Always looking out for you folks. I even posted something on Facebook about it. I don't know if people thought it was a joke or just ignored me, but I got not a single response. On the old Hexes and Soldiers page, I pretty much shut down about a year ago. So what do I have still up for sale? If you go, One Arm Scissor Jason is my selling account, Gnome de Plume. I don't think I heard anything by saying that, did I? And let's see what's active. Still active is the Coming Storm from Operational Studies Group. I thought I had that within easy reach. I guess I don't. I'm asking 200, and I brought the price down. I've got 4 watchers on that. Battle for Normandy and the expansion from GMT. This guy here. I'm asking 155 for that. And that includes the expansion. I've got these 4 Panzer, you can see them, the Panzer base game, and is this the base game? This is expansion set number 1. The base game and 3 expansion sets for sale. I'm asking 300 for those. That's 4 games for 300. I don't believe I ever played those, so those should be unpunched. Bitter End, this is a Compass Games game. I'm asking 95 bucks for this. And we'll get to what I've already sold for those of you who have seen my shelves in the past and are curious if certain things are still available or not. Austerlitz 1805 by Hexas Sim. Where is that at? That is somewhere. I reorganized the shelves as well, so wherever the hell that's at. I'm asking 200 for that. Got 2 watchers there. I have 3 watchers on the Bitter End game and 2 watchers on the Panzers. France 40. I'm asking 115. 115 for this. I got 2 watchers. I don't know what the watchers. There's people watching to see if it actually sells for that price, so they know what their copy is worth, or is it, who knows. I've got a copy of the purple first edition legitimate genuine squad leader purple box. I'm asking 200 for that. I got 1 watcher there. Falling Sky from GMT. I'm asking 75. I've got 1 watcher on that doodad. Fire in the East, the old GDW Europa game. I bought this with the intention of setting this up and playing it, and I don't think it ever made the table, to be honest with you. So up she goes for sale, 200. I've got 1 watcher there. I've got D-Day at Omaha Beach and D-Day at Tarawa as a set for sale with 2 watchers for 125. That's from, is it Decision Games? Skies Above the Reich, which I'm kind of on the fence about selling, but it's listed, so I guess I'm not on the fence. If it doesn't sell, it won't break my heart. 150 bucks. I got 3 watchers there. Kharkov, old SBI copy of Kharkov. Can I reach that? Yes. I'm asking. And I didn't sell. This is one of the few older games that I have for sale, so my intention was to sell newer things and not older. So no Avalon Hill, essentially, other than the purple box. No Victory Games, virtually no SPI other than what I just showed you. But no qualms about putting up GMT stuff or MMP stuff like the Gamers. And again, we'll get to that. Arden 44 from GMT asking, I don't know where it went. There it is. Arden 44, we're asking 75. and it's unpunched. Most of these, if not all of them, are unpunched. And I just put up today, last 100 yards, asking 125 for that. And I looked, what I did to price these is I looked to see what copies were already up for sale, and I made sure that my listing was the cheaper of all posted listings. So there's that. What have I already sold? I don't know. Let's see. I have already sold. Let's go here and go selling. Here's what I've already sold. I just sold Ukraine 43. I will be shipping that. That's a GMT game tomorrow morning. Here we go. Before that, I let somebody picked up Baltic Gap. I sold a bundle of Roads to Moscow and Roads to Leningrad by GMT. Sold those. Panzer Blitz Hill of Death from M&P. I sold that. Grant Takes Command from M&P. That got sold. The second edition newfangled copy of Battle for Stalingrad by, I don't even remember who it's by. Based on the John Hill game, right, from SPI. I sold that guy. Killing Ground and the Overlord expansion from New England Simulations, sold those. Battle Above the Clouds from M&P, I sold that. Caucasus Campaign by GMT, sold. And then here's the doozies, ready? Thought I would never sell them. Well, I did. DAC 2 War Game, sold that. And guess what? Case Blue. I am no longer an owner of Case Blue. Now here's my reasoning behind the OCS. OCS stuff. So I really don't mean to hurt anybody's feelings, but I feel like if you have a couple of OCS games, how many more do you need? Because the system is so similar. I understand it's different situations, different historical scenarios, but essentially it's the same game. So having played Blitzkrieg Legend and loved it, if this is the only one OCS I have, I'm content. It's not, but it's good enough for me. I do still have Oob's Pocket, and I still have Guderian's Blitzkrieg too. So if you got Guderian's Blitzkrieg, you don't really need Case Blue unless you plan on joining them together and doing that thing, but unless you've got 15 friends to do so, it's really not realistic to consider. So I thought, as long as I still got these three, I can live without DAC and Case Blue. So yeah, that's what I've sold. And again, I won't give a dollar amount, but it's been worth my while. These 12, 13-ish games I've sold, counting expansions. So again, for those of you that are interested and want to help out a guy, anything you could do would be appreciated, and you get in the game for your effort. So check out Facebook, look for One Arm Scissor Jason, and none of these are up for bid. I don't have the patience for that. All of them are buy it now. Some of them have include a best offer. You can give me an offer, but none of these are for bid. I just don't want to sit through that. It would probably be to my benefit to do so, but you're either going to buy it or you're not. I'm not going to watch people fuss over it. So there's that. Anything else? The back has been, I want to say, overall better. It has its bad days too, though, still. And that leads me to, well, why the hell would you get a scooter? I feel like I've told you guys. I did do a video about a scooter, and something happened and I didn't post it. So maybe that's why I feel like I told you guys this already. And if I have, I apologize. But a valid question is, if your back is as bad as you say it is, as it has been, continue to be, why in the hell would you get a scooter? Well, sometimes people don't make much sense. And I am a person, and not everything we do as a person is rational. I've considered it as a possible midlife crisis. But, aside from that, it's, a coworker of mine has one, and I've watched her ride it, and it's grown on me, and it looks like a blast. And I'm hell bent on a scooter, and
Yeah, so we'll leave it at that. But I think the back will be okay. We'll see. If it turns out I can't ride the damn thing, and I guess if it comes down to it, I'll sell it or trade it on the. I don't know. I think I'll be okay. I might be just delusional, but yeah. What else? I don't know that I have anything else. It's hot here. We're coming up on the dog days of summer. We haven't even hit June yet. I feel like it's going to be ridiculous hot this summer, and we've got the wonderful hurricane season coming up, so it was a hell of a thing last year. They even had to, for those of you that don't remember, I did have to evacuate and hit St. Louis at one point, not knowing what I would come back to, and luckily, as we know, it all turned out okay. So there's that to look forward to. Anything else? No, not really. And again, so that brings me back to the epic scales. If I didn't have a expensive scooter looming on the horizon that I will eventually need to put money down on, I would have already pre-ordered the Prussians. But I mean, at the end of the day, how many of these damn little guys do you need? So they're a different color and they have different poses. I mean, maybe at some point I'll pick them up. Otherwise, board game wise, I do still need, and I'm sorry if I've already said it, I do still need to pick up Hollow Legions. I want to try and keep the ASL core stuff going and fresh and relevant, and so that would entail picking up the Hollow Legions, new copy of Hollow Legions from ASL. And if I really wanted to, I suppose I could rationalize getting, I think there's a Winter Offensive that I'm missing, the most recent one, and Oktoberfest Scenario Pack that I'm missing. So those three, I won't be going in on the Hassel, the vanilla Hassel. I can live without that. Excuse me, pizza, beer, tea. I can do without the vanilla Hassel. It's all city fighting. I think I'm good on that. I guess that's it. Everything else is good. Let's see if the cat comes and says hi. There she is. Cat says hi. Cat says hi. We're all doing good otherwise. If you guys have anything to comment on or ask about or suggest, I reply. I don't ignore you guys. I appreciate all that stuff. And feel free to do so. I encourage it. You guys take care. Be safe. And I think that's it. All right, y'all. Bye-bye.